Hello and welcome to the 11th Tribal Council for Surviving 1984 Director's Cut. I am here with the Merge Tribe. Say hello, guys. Alrighty, so Constance, would you like to explain what the challenge was for us?
So basically for this challenge, we were asked one-on-one in private to answer several questions that were in relation to everybody that was left in the game and whether or not, each person is, of that particular question. And then afterward, we were supposed to come live on call and then basically the majority answer of whichever the question was, whether that be like who's most likely to film a nude scene or something along those lines, the majority answer would ultimately be able to chop a rope, and ultimately the last person standing would win.
All right, so Constance, we saw that you were not exactly a happy camper with some of the answers. Do you think that that changes your look on some of the things being done in this game? Or are you just one to put touchy subjects aside and move forward?
To be quite honest, I wasn't really expecting it for this particular group of people, but as far as this particular challenge is concerned, it doesn't surprise me because, I've always kind of been like that in these particular types of challenges for some odd reason. It doesn't really change my perception of anybody in particular, although it does kind of make me feel like more knowledgeable about the fact that I know who probably had voted for me in those particular questions, and just to be very curious of that. So.
All right. So, Brian, we saw you also win a superlative person who is running the game. Do you feel like that puts a target on your back? And if so, what do you do to kind of maneuver that?
I think it definitely I don't think it puts a target on my back. I think it just shows me that there is a target on my back. And because if a majority of people think that I'm running the game, then a majority of people might want to take me out at some point soon in the near future. So I definitely have to be careful about how I navigate forward with now that I know that information.
All right, so Connor, last Tribal Council, we saw your name being written down 9 different times. Do you think that tonight you could just be the easy vote, or do you think things have kind of switched around and you have some light moving forward and a chance moving forward?
I mean, I think it's mostly to do with like recency bias. What just happened? I feel like it's easy to assume I'd be the easy vote. Also, the touchy subjects didn't help. Like for one, the positive being called most likely to be an all-star is like, oh my god, people think I'm good at something. I'm not used to people feeling this way about me. The negative is it's fucking final 10. This is not a good time to be viewed that way. But like, I mean, it was something. I mean, it's new for me to even be viewed as like someone who's like all-star worthy. So I took that like kind of like it warmed my heart a little bit. But I definitely think with like recency bias and like with what's going on like on our tribe and as the game as a whole, I think it could very likely just be me again. So.
All right, so Ben, you have explained how you've been out of town for the past couple of days. Do you think that that could make you an easy vote tonight? And if so, what do you think you could do to maneuver that?
It could probably make me a target just because, like, I'm not really available to be talked to. Like, I mean, if the minority is trying to flip somebody, like, they're probably not going to flip me because I'm not going to be able to be there to be, available. And none of them really have talked to me, so who knows what's going to happen. To navigate, I just need to, I'm back on track now. I'm back at home, so my phone's open. So if anyone wants to talk to me, feel free to talk to me.
Awesome. So Hearn, in the past 3 rounds, we have seen 2 successful idol plays. Do you think that another idol could come out tonight? And is it kind of expected at this point? Or do you think them idols, if there are any, will be tucked away for a while?
I mean, I hope there's not another idol play just because I want to finally like vote someone out. I haven't voted anyone out in like 3 rounds. So, I mean, I'm kind of sick of these damn idol plays. I really hate them. So, I mean, if someone has an idol and wants to play it, go for it. Like, I mean, there's not really much I can do about it. I don't have an idol nullify. I don't think you guys would put that in there. But, I mean, the only idol really left is kind of the Davis idol. So I think it'd be extremely shocking for someone on the Murphy tribe to play an idol at this point.
All right, so Livingston, during the pre-merge, you seem to be a pretty hot name put out there. Do you think that coming into the merge now you have found
Uh,
hot water?
I didn't hear like half of that. So can you repeat it?
Sorry, did my internet cut out?
Yeah.
Sorry. During the pre-merge, we heard, or your name seemed to be in some hot water. Do you think that coming into the merge, you finally found some footing, or do you think you could still be in danger coming into this tribal?
Yeah, I think so. I think the game is always changing, and merge was definitely a change of pace when it comes to like, pre-merge Davis. So I think, I have gotten a bit more on my feet, so to speak, but the game's always changing. So we're always in danger unless we have immunity. So like, the fact of the matter is, in theory, I'm still in danger, but I feel a hell of a lot better than I did pre-merge.
And Jake, knowing that Live Night is coming up, does that change any strategies that are taking place going into tonight's vote?
I don't think Live Night has a lot to do with this vote, honestly. For me, it's just a question of if I'm gonna, make it to Final Nine to be there, and if so, if I can actually make it to Live Night, because of outstanding circumstances. But no, I don't think it has anything to do with this tribal council in general.
And then this is kind of just an open-ended question for anybody. Do you think that this game is, people are starting to think about the ending of the game and the end stages of the game, or do you think it's still more so of a round-to-round type game?
I mean, on my end, in my opinion, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm thinking about an end game right now, because end game and constants don't go in the same sentence. But I'm taking this, round by round, just kind of assessing everything for what it is, because like somebody said just now, like you never know, like what's going to happen in the game, because everything can just flip just like that. So you just have to do everything that you can each round after round.
Awesome. Does anybody have anything to say before we get to the vote? Alrighty, so if everybody can go to your production chat and confirm your vote for me, I will be back when they are all written down.
Not a shout out, but happy Juneteenth, Freedom Day, and all that jazz.
Shout out to Pietro again in my confessional. That was so cringy.
Shout out to Grace, Beyonce, love you, Grace. Mwah.
Shout out to the people in my production chat who had to deal with me all season so far. Shout out, I forgot who's in there. I was like, Jay and Debar. It took me a second. I'm gonna get green for that one.
Shout out to Jackson, Gone Too Soon, and also Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Shout out to my production chat for yelling at me to do the challenge, and I still didn't do the challenge. So, yeah.
And my actual shout out will go my production member Pete, my production people peeps in my production chat, Billy and Grace, icons.
Alrighty, I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
You know what, Blake? I'm gonna make sure that I'm safe tonight. I know that a lot of people have been assuming that I have the idol, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I want the target off my back. Whether I'm getting the votes tonight or not, I want that idol out of my pocket, and that's that.
All right, this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Brian will not count. Anybody else? All right, I will read the votes. First vote, Connor. Connor. It's 2 votes, Connor. Connor. It's 3 votes, Connor. Ben. Ben. It's 3 votes, Connor. 2 votes, Ben. Connor. 3 votes, Ben. 3 votes left.
4 votes left.
4 votes left, sorry. Constance. That is 3 votes, Connor. 3 votes, Ben. 1 vote, Constance. Connor. It's 4 votes, Connor. 3 votes, Ben. 1 vote, Constance. And the 11th person voted out and the 3rd member of our jury, Connor. Connor, do you have any final words?
It was worth a shot, honestly. Like, at the end of the day, like, I was in a position where, like, I had to try something. Obviously, it was like, Ben, you don't need to be cocky about that. You keep doing that unless I'm going to vote for you at this point. Don't need to be cocky. I had to try something. So don't, listen, you're a follower, so be careful. No need to be.
No, I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying
be easy. I'm being easy because, like, at this point, don't be upset or be cocky because at this point, I had to try something. It almost worked, didn't work, whatever. But the more you go, like do something like know worthy of yourself, then you can do that, right?
I was trying to blow a kiss to you. I'm sorry, Connor. You're a great guy.
Because it looked very, okay. This sounds like it looked very cocky, Ben. You need to be
No,
very careful.
no. Seriously, I have no beef with you. Like,
Okay, just clarify. No hard feelings. Like, what the
you're a
hell?
warrior, man. Good job.
Tried my best,
Don't let-
man.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
All right,
Play the game,
Connor.
guys. I want to see moves. I want to see people fending for themselves and make moves. Like, if you don't, like, I'm gonna be a really sad jury member. Like, I want to see stuff. So good luck, guys.
Love you, Connor.
Connor, you played a great game. Thank you for playing. You will be on the jury and we'll get to cast your vote for a winner.
Can I go now?
Yes. Alrighty. Well, congratulations to everybody on making single digits.
Congratulations,
Your
everyone.
next live night is around the corner, so we will have to see what happens then.